What is up? What is up, everyone? My name is Gabby and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Gabby. I have vitiligo. I make a bunch of videos about that and a lot of other things. So the reason you guys clicked on this video is because you wanted to see me answer people's questions in my little Q&A. I told you guys I'd be filming this, and so I would assume some of you guys have been waiting to hear the reply, but let's just get right into these questions. The first question is from Just Navy. He asked, how much time do I go without eating gluten? I pretty much don't eat it on a regular basis. I pretty much don't eat it ever. So if you look in my cabinet or my pantry, you're not going to find anything that's got gluten in it unless somebody gifted something to me. I typically don't eat it. The only time I'm going to eat it is if, like, one, I've got no other option, or I'm like out to dinner with somebody and, you know, I'm not going to be like, oh, I can't eat that, and like, or like not go out because I can't eat certain things. So I really don't eat it, maybe like 2 or 3 times a month, if that. But I typically don't go out. I don't drink alcohol hardly ever, so there's no worry about that. And if I do, I get something that's like Bold Rock or something that doesn't have gluten in it. I really don't I don't drink that much. It's expensive. It's got gluten in it a lot of the times. And but back to the food, I don't really eat it that often. I try to stay away from it as much as possible, so 2 to 3 times a month, if that, and that's pretty much it. Ashley Fish asked, have you ever considered phototherapy ? Exclamation point. So I guess she really wants to know. Yeah, of course. I have considered pretty much every what the heck? I have considered pretty much every treatment that there is. I used to be so desperate that I would do almost anything or try anything, even if there were side effects. So that's kind of a bad position to be in, because, you know, it's like when you go to the grocery store when you're hungry, everything looks good, even the bad stuff. So you kind of have to like clear your head and decide what's going to be good for you and what's not. I did consider phototherapy, and I did actually get a lamp, like a UV lamp, and like the little goggles and stuff to help with that and to try it out. But I was younger at the time, and while I was willing to do anything, my mom wasn't. So she decided that it was just going to take a lot of time and energy, and we didn't even know if it would work, and it could have harmed my skin if we didn't do it correctly. So we decided not to do it. It's still sitting in the room in storage. Like, we literally don't use it. Nobody's used it. It's never even been like turned on, so it was kind of just a waste. At least I didn't have any problem having any problems from like doing it wrong. So Mr. Rao says, a proper diet chart for vitiligo, please, please, please. Lots of people need it. Well, that should be coming soon. I'm having a lot of ideas about how to make it. I'm not sure if I want to make like an ebook or something for you guys to download, or like a PDF. I really don't know. I'm going to try to think about the best ways to do it, but let me know down below what you think, because I really want to know what would be easiest for you guys. Send me some ideas of how you would like to look at this information. So just let me know down below, and I should be working on it soon. Moss I98 says, have you ever tried makeup for vitiligo? If so, which products? As okay, suffer from vitiligo too. So I do and I don't. No. So basically, when I buy makeup, in the beginning it was to cover up vitiligo, and back then I was brown and it was like much easier to conceal it because I only had a little bit. I used like a powder foundation, and it didn't really do much, but I do have a few recommendations of what I use to this day. I'm not saying it's like full coverage, it'll cover like a huge drastic difference, but what I use my vitiligo, why do I keep saying that? What I keep using my makeup for is just to make myself feel a little bit better. I have a lot of unevenness. I have come to terms with that my skin is not going to be even, but I would like my face to be even. That way I can be comfortable when I'm talking to people, and I know they're not like looking at my like acne and stuff like that. It's not specifically for vitiligo, but I would like my skin tone to be even, at least on my face, and like cover up eye bags, you know, all that. If you're looking for one that is pretty good and cheap, I like this one. It's called Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation Brightening Complex, apparently. I bought this one because, believe it or not, it's only $10. It has like, oh my god, it's got like this wand. I really like it. When I bought it for the first time, I was really impressed. And this one is like cruelty-free, vegan, gluten-free, and all those things. So it's like doesn't have the bad things that regular makeup might have. This one was just really oops, I spilled. I'll have a little bit here. I wish I could be like a beauty guru and like put it on my arm, like swatch it, but like that would just be ridiculous. Let me know down below, does it embarrass you guys if you go makeup shopping? Because when I was first learning to shop for makeup, and I would go with like a friend or my sibling, I think they would forget that I had vitiligo, and they'd be like, oh, you just matched the color on your arm or your hand, and I was like, not possible. So that was always really embarrassing for me. But basically when I have been matching it recently, I don't really have a specific system for it. I just kind of pick the lightest one because that's the color of my face is. I would say pick the color that is like most of your face and just try to do your best. This one is like the lightest one that they offer. It's LC1. I'll put the link down below. They have different colors obviously, but I'm just gonna put a little bit here, and you can see as you can see, I just put a lot, but that's a pretty good, like you can see it's covering that really well, like my dark spots. I'm just gonna use a little who the heck is texting me? You can see that it's like pretty good coverage, and I didn't even really do that much. If you have like more discoloration or you need more coverage, like, you know, I didn't even prime or anything. I didn't put, me talking like I know about primer, but I didn't put like a base down. I didn't put like sometimes I put concealer a little bit underneath. It's for those hard to cover spots. And but look at how well that covered, and I barely did anything. The next one I have, I actually don't have because I used it all, and that one I would say is my favorite. That one's a little more expensive. It's $30 if you want to splurge, but that's actually like the cost of regular foundation. So I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, it's not real, but it's called Luxe foundation. I'll link it here. It's got the same things where it's like free of everything, free of parabens, gluten-free, vegan, all that good stuff. I feel like that one, it's like a pump bottle. I really love that one. You can pretty much get like everything out of it, whereas this one, it's like there could be a lot left in it and you just don't know, and you can't get it out even if you wanted to. So but the other ones you can get literally every last drop out, and that one goes on like a dewy finish, and I feel like that one doesn't have any like weird undertones. This one is like a little bit like sometimes it looks a little bit like orange, or it's not bad, but you can definitely like see sometimes. So that one is this one has a little bit of an undertone, the other one doesn't. And that's pretty much it for today. The one question that I did want to address was the diet chart for vitiligo. That should be coming soon. I'm super duper excited to give you guys some more content. It's kind of hard to see which direction that I want this channel to go in. Do I want it to be all about vitiligo? Do I want it to be about everything? Do I want to do other things? It's really up to me, but it's up to you guys. It feels like it's up to me, but it's really up to you guys, because I want to make you stuff that you're going to want to watch and enjoy. So I don't always want to make informational videos, but that's what you guys have been requesting. So please let me know what you guys think down below. Any comments, questions, concerns, all down below, or go into my DMs. I always answer. I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of a Q&A. If you would like something like this again, or you have another request, put it down below. So subscribe and stick around, and I'll see you guys next week.